Lucas Bennett adjusted his rented tuxedo nervously as he stepped into the grand ballroom of the Mason Foundation. The crystal chandeliers and marble floors made him feel more out of place than ever. As a music teacher raising his 6-year-old daughter Lily alone, places like this existed in a different world from his modest apartment and weekly grocery budget calculations. He touched the invitation in his pocket, still puzzled by how he received it. The cream-colored envelope had arrived mysteriously at his doorstep, addressed specifically to him. Perhaps one of his students' wealthy parents had sent it. Knowing his dedication to teaching music to underprivileged children across the room, Catherine Mason, known to most as Kate, stood gracefully in a midnight blue gown. At 28, she carried herself with the poise expected of a billionaire's daughter. Yet her eyes held a searching quality. She had spent years looking through adoption records, trying to find traces of her birth parents, as Lucas made his way to the refreshment table. He accidentally bumped into a waiter, causing a small commotion. Kate turned at the noise, her eyes landing on him. Something made her pause. There was something familiar in his features. The way he moved, the shape of his eyes. Lucas, embarrassed by the attention, pulled out his wallet to check if any champagne had damaged the photo of Lily he always carried. As he did, Kate caught sight of the wallet photo. Her heart stopped. The little girl in the picture had the same dimpled smile she saw in her childhood photos. Without thinking, Kate walked over to Lucas, her hands trembling. She spoke the word she had waited her whole life to say, "Father." Lucas looked up, confused at first, then shocked as recognition dawned in his eyes. The wallet slipped from his hands, landing softly on the polished floor. As two worlds collided in an unexpected moment of destiny, the private study of the Mason mansion felt too small, the weight of revelations being shared. Lucas sat across from Kate, both still processing their chance encounter at the gala. William Mason stood by the fireplace, watching the scene unfold with careful attention. "Carolyn Pierce," Lucas said softly, the name bringing back memories of his college days. "She was my girlfriend during senior year at music school. She disappeared after our graduation. I never knew why." His voice cracked slightly as he looked at Kate. "I never knew about you." Kate gripped her teacup tightly, tears threatening to spill. "She gave me up for adoption right after birth. The only thing she left was a note mentioning she was a music student." She paused, studying Lucas's face. "I have her eyes, but now I see I have your smile." William Mason stepped forward, his protective instincts for his daughter evident. "We need to verify this claim, of course, though I must admit the resemblance is striking." Lucas pulled out his phone, showing them pictures of 6-year-old Lily. "This is your sister," he said to Kate. "She plays piano, just like I did at her age." Kate moved closer, amazed by the little girl's familiar features. "I always wondered if I had siblings. Does she know about me?" "Not yet," Lucas replied. "I need to find the right way to tell her. She still asks about her mother sometimes." He looked down at his hands. "She passed away when Lily was 2. William observed the interaction, noting the genuine emotion in both their faces. Despite his initial skepticism, he could see truth in their connection. Perhaps, Kate suggested tentatively, "I could meet her. We could start slowly, get to know each other." Lucas nodded, hope mixing with guilt over the years lost. "I think she would like that. We both would." Kate sat at the old upright piano in Lucas's apartment, watching Lily practice her scales. The little girl's fingers moved carefully across the keys, her face scrunched in concentration. Lucas stood nearby, smiling at his daughters together. Still amazed by how naturally Kate had fit into their lives over the past few weeks. "Your form is perfect, Lily," Kate encouraged, gently adjusting her sister's wrist position. "Just like Dad taught you." The doorbell rang. Lucas opened it to find Alexander Grant, Kate's fiancé, standing there in an expensive suit. His expression turned cold upon seeing the modest surroundings. "Kate, we need to talk," Alexander said sharply. "You missed the charity board meeting again. This is becoming embarrassing." Kate rose from the piano bench, her face flushing. "I told you I was spending time with my family today." "Family?" Alexander scoffed. "You barely know these people. Your real family is waiting at the country club for the engagement dinner? Lily shrunk behind Lucas, hurt evident in her eyes. Kate noticed and straightened her shoulders. These people are my blood relatives, Alexander, and they mean more to me than any country club dinner. William Mason chose that moment to arrive. Having come to see his daughter's piano lesson with Lily, he took in the tense scene with understanding. Kate has been instrumental in developing our foundation's new music education program, William said firmly. Working with Lucas has brought out the best in her. Alexander's face reddened. You need to choose, Kate. This life or ours. Kate looked around the small living room, at Lily's drawings on the fridge, at Lucas's encouraging smile, at her father William's proud expression. In that moment, she knew her answer. I already have, she said, slipping off her engagement ring. I choose them. The hospital waiting room felt endless as Lucas paced back and forth. Lily had collapsed during her school concert and now lay in emergency surgery for a previously undetected heart condition. Kate sat nearby, her designer clothes wrinkled from hours of waiting, while William made calls to ensure Lily had the best care possible. Mr. Bennett. A young doctor in blue scrubs approached them. I'm Dr. Daniel Parker. Your daughter is stable now. The surgery was successful. Relief flooded through Lucas as he sank into a chair. Kate grabbed his hand, squeezing it supportively. The procedure was expensive, Lucas whispered, worry creasing his forehead. My insurance might not cover all of it. Already taken care of, William said firmly. The Mason Foundation has a medical assistance program. Lily qualifies. Kate watched Dr. Parker explain the recovery process to Lucas, noting his gentle manner and the way he spoke directly to them without medical jargon. Their eyes met briefly, and she felt an unexpected flutter in her chest. Later that week, while visiting Lily in recovery, Kate bumped into Dr. Parker again. He was checking Lily's charts when she arrived with a stuffed bear. Your sister is quite the fighter, Daniel said, smiling warmly. She asked me if she could play piano in her hospital room. That sounds like Lily, Kate laughed. Maybe we could arrange something small for her. The next day, Kate and Lucas brought a keyboard to the pediatric ward. As Lily played a simple melody, other young patients gathered around. Daniel watched from the doorway, captivated by Kate's interaction with the children. We should make this a regular thing, Kate suggested, looking at Daniel. Music therapy for the kids. I would like that, he replied. Their shared glance holding promise of something more. William observed the scene. Seeing how this crisis had brought out the best in everyone, creating unexpected connections that would change all their lives. The garden of the Mason estate bloomed with spring flowers as guests gathered for Kate and Daniel's wedding. Lily, now fully recovered, practiced her piano piece one last time before the ceremony. At 8 years old, she took her role as both flower girl and musical performer very seriously. Inside the bridal suite, Kate adjusted her simple but elegant white dress while Grace Mitchell, Lucas's girlfriend of 6 months, helped with her veil. The former music teacher had brought warmth and understanding to their unique family dynamic. Ready? Lucas asked, appearing at the door in his tuxedo. This time, it wasn't rented. Both of you will walk me down the aisle, Kate said, looking at Lucas and William. The two men who had shaped her life in different ways shared a meaningful glance. The ceremony began with Lily's performance, her small fingers dancing across the keys of the grand piano, playing a piece she had composed herself. Guests wiped away tears at the sight of the little girl whose illness had brought. Kate and Daniel together, William and Lucas walked Kate down the aisle together, their steps perfectly matched. Daniel waited at the altar, his face glowing with love as he saw his bride approach. In the front row, Grace held hands with Lucas once he took his seat. The Mason Foundation's music program had flourished over the past year. With Lucas directing it full-time and Kate managing the charitable aspects alongside her pediatric music therapy work with Daniel, their success had inspired similar programs across the country after the ceremony. During the reception, Lucas watched his daughters dance together, Kate teaching Lily new steps while laughing. Grace rested her head on his shoulder, her engagement ring catching the light. William raised his glass for a toast. 2 unexpected blessings, he said, looking at his expanded family. to the power of music to heal and unite, and to love that knows no boundaries. As evening fell, 3 generations gathered around the piano. Lily played while Kate sang. Lucas accompanied on guitar, and Daniel, Grace, and William joined in. Their harmony filled the air, a testament to the family they had become, proving that sometimes life's greatest gifts come in unexpected moments at charity galas,